Hey fragrance friends and enthusiasts, welcome back. Benjamin here talking about another beautiful fragrance. We're at it again. We're fragrance enthusiasts, we're fragrance lovers and addicts. Today it's Roja Vetiver, the Parfum Cologne version. This is the flanker, one of the newer ones, and we're certainly going to talk about it today. Before we do, please help my channel out. If you like my content, if you like what's going on here and you never want to miss out on my content, please like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, share the video, and even tell a friend if you are excited about my content. So let's jump into the video today. First off, this is a beautiful vetiver fragrance. I have to tell y'all, this is certainly one of the best vetivers I have ever smelled. It's very fresh, it's lively. We get vetiver, we get our citrus off the top, we get some amyris adding some licorice-like qualities to the fragrance. We got some celery seed, not carrot seed. It's actually celery seed, adding some of that to that unique fresh muskiness. So good. And there are some more interesting notes. There's again some incense and some woody tones. And honestly, it's just a joy to smell. This is certainly a very easy to wear vetiver fragrance. We'll talk about the price and maybe some alternatives to this fragrance at the end of the video. So y'all know it's going to be a little bit expensive here. It's a Roja. But honestly, this is a better Roja fragrance. This is one of the ones that I've actually liked and I enjoyed. And I could certainly see people getting behind this fragrance. It's and liking it and enjoying it, and actually speaking really highly of it. Vetiver, there's actually a cult following behind the original. I actually feel like this one is even better. It manages to be fresh, even fresher, and have a more spark and personality. And I really like the direction with this fragrance. And again, there's not a ton of notes, but there is complexity to this fragrance, adding some really interesting personality to vetiver, even though this is simple and timeless. And, that kind of DNA with vetiver can seem overdone. It can seem kind of boring. You've seen vetiver 100 times. You've seen citrus and vetiver done 100 times. And this fragrance manages to make it a little bit more interesting and yet very likable, which is a beautiful thing. You don't see that all the time. And Roja did come out and I think made a successful fragrance here. So that's a beautiful thing. It's really quite nice. Again, it's sophisticated, slightly green, but not overbearing. It's not too loud. It's not aggressive as far as vetiver goes. This is a very easy to wear vetiver, but yet it still has personality and it still has character to it. And that's what's so beautiful. Again, I said that there's incense. I do want to mention that this is not a scary incense at all. Even though the incense here has some personality, it's not overbearing. It blends in with the fragrance very well and adds a really nice body to this composition and to this fragrance. So fantastic fragrance. What can I say? It's very well composed and very well done. Overall, I think you're going to enjoy this fragrance if you smell this one. It does have a little bit of a mass appealing quality, which is surprisingly good for a more vetiver. And if you're not familiar with that note, it can be anywhere from being a rich kind of grass. It's a grass, so it can have a hay-like smell to it, or almost a patchouli. And vetiver can be dark and inky and heavy and balsamic, and vetiver can also be fresh and woody and more transparent, almost musky with Haitian vetiver. So anyways, fantastic fragrance here, very well balanced. Performance wise, honestly, it still gives you about 6 hours or so, maybe a little bit better. Performance and sillage is still about average, which you would want better out of a Roja fragrance. For some people, that's kind of unexcusable or unacceptable. It's not a fragrance here that has great performance, but respectable. 6 hours is good enough for getting you throughout a work day, getting you throughout an everyday situation, and getting you into having a good experience, running an errand, going to a fancy event. This fragrance can be worn to a fancy situation, no doubt about it. Worn anytime, anywhere. This is a fragrance you can certainly wear and rock and enjoy. So anyways, fantastic fragrance. It really does work. Compliment factor wise, surprisingly, even though it's simple, it does get more attention than you would think. It's not the most attractive fragrance. Again, if you just want pure attraction and pure seductive fragrances, Invictus is certainly one of the best out there. Anyways, this fragrance here, I do have to tell y'all, there is an oiliness to this fragrance and almost a violet that comes through, adding to a real confident nature with this fragrance. But I don't know, honestly, if that is a negative or a positive for this fragrance. I don't know if that takes away from it or adds to it, but it does add some personality. Getting into my final thoughts with this fragrance, I don't know who this fragrance really is for. There are more mass appealing citrusy, vetiver fragrances, And there's lots of fragrances that are, I don't know, almost more charismatic for vetiver, but this one does work. It's simple and classy and refined. I certainly do think that if you're looking for a vetiver fragrance, this one is one that you could give a try and give a go. It's not going to be for everybody, especially for the price, but it is certainly a good, well put together vetiver fragrance. So nice fragrance, well put together. It has that mass appealing, sparkly almost quality about it, with some almost some ambergris and some you know, with the, it's just well put together. And honestly, I think better than the original. Again, some people love the original. Again, I think this one's even better. I do think this one is worth trying, and certainly is one of the better vetivers that I've ever tried or ever known. So kudos to Roja for making a successful fragrance. Now, this one is expensive. I mentioned that price a little bit. This is a around $300 fragrance for a 3.4 ounce. That is expensive, especially for a more mass appealing fragrance. Even though this fragrance is classy and sophisticated, there are plenty of fragrances, even for less money, that smell fancier. So if that's your intention, this one might not be the fanciest fragrance out there, but it certainly, again, does a decent job. I don't think that this one is going to disappoint you. Go to a boutique, give this one a go, give it a try. I think that this one, I don't know what else to really say about it. I wish I could say more. It's worth trying, it's worth experiencing. Some alternatives to this one, that if you're looking for a high-end, wearable, but yet a little bit interesting vetiver, try Vetiverissimo. Also try Vetiver de Her, by that Armani the Privé collection. It's an excellent vetiver. It's actually one of the best vetivers I've ever tried. So this certainly is a good fragrance. Certainly, I know that I beat up on Roja a little bit in the past for their price. Again, you can go for Guerlain's vetiver for about $40 odd, an unbelievable vetiver for the price and for the value. And there's plenty of other vetivers out there that are mass appealing, like Bulgari Man Extreme, that are certainly worth the money and worth the price. But this one, it's going to give you that grassy vetiver, and it's going to do it very well and make it wearable and approachable and likable. So everybody, I'll have to go. Thank you so much for spending some time with me, hanging out, hearing about this beautiful fragrance. It's not overtly special. It doesn't have a note or anything to the fragrance to me that's really unique, but it does what it was intended to do: sophisticated, calm, effortless, and likable, especially for a vetiver. And it did its job. It did it very, very well. So shout out to Roja once again. They did not send these to me at all. You might be wondering how I got my hands on them. They weren't sent to me. I didn't get them for free. I wish I did. But anyways, this one here, fantastic fragrance. Check it out. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. And while you're at it, please help this channel grow. If you like this content, if you watch to the end of the video, you probably do. So why don't you like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, share the video, and tell a friend. I'll see you soon, everybody. Have a beautiful day. I hope that you enjoyed my review today, talking about, this fragrance. And sorry if I waffled there a little bit. The yard work always gets to me. Please forgive me for that, and I'll see you soon, everybody. Peace out. Have a beautiful day. See you in the next video, and bye.